Good evening, this is Nerdist Human, and welcome back to our short campaigns of Scipii in Rome Total War. We have, of course, been playing this on the live streams, but I thought today I would just continue with this just a little bit. We're ready to continue on to kill the Spanish, because I feel like, yeah, they kind of peeved me off in that live stream series, so let's go and get some darn revenge. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I'm just going to hang out here for a moment. I could attack Oscar, but I can't help but notice, yeah, Alvaros the gunning is coming on in. And will he take the bait on the bridge? That's certainly what I'm hoping for. We are, I think, just one turn on from the end of the live stream. By the way, can't help but notice that Alexandria is empty. Very nice. Seeing as Egypt technically stole victory off us, that was very silly, wasn't it? Seeing as they've technically stole victory, we're going to steal their cities. So Alexandria, hopefully, will be taken by us soon enough. So we'll hopefully calm the cock down. So yeah, our empire's looking decent. Of course, we basically reached the short campaign victory conditions, albeit half an end turn after the Egyptians, who immediately lost Alexandria. So they kind of win without, yeah, Alexandria. Little bit strange, it should be said. I suspect that also means they probably lost that at the end of their turn, meaning they won the game and immediately lost one of their 15 cities. So, okay, they won in the most ridiculous fashion possible. But otherwise, we're doing fine, aren't we? We've got ourselves a fair bit of control. We're just trying to sink the random bits of Gauls here or there. Our plan for today, basically, is to get us to the edge of the Civil War. I'm just going to do a little bit of the intermediary. Maybe we'll come back for one more final live stream to look at the Civil War part of this campaign. Maybe we'll do that in another one-off. But today, we're just going to go and get a little bit of vengeance on the Spanish, who've been distracting me and annoying me. We're going to go and inevitably cause a war with the Egyptians. We're not at war yet, no, but this taking Alexandria probably will create a war. And yeah, get ourselves set up for the Civil War. At the moment, in terms of the Senate conditions, by the way, we are, okay, the Senate, we're at 7 here, actually. Not too bad. Not too bad. The people down at 6. So, yeah, we're not too far away from starting to put a bit of pressure on, but obviously we need a fair few more settlements yet. So we're going to continue with that, starting with the end turn here, where hopefully the Spanish come and kill themselves with us on the bridge. And true to form, that's exactly what they're going to do. Okay, Alvaros the Canine is going to come on in. He's a bloody drunkard, but prim and proper. Very nice there, very nice. I don't quite know how all of that fits together, but I'm intrigued. He has a bunch of Iberian useless infantry. There are some dogs, for Pete's sake, bloody dogs. We got more dogs though, so that's excellent. And it's a bridge. This is a bridge, and he's got no archers at all. Neither do we, actually, but we have some slingers. That's fine. Let's head on in. Let's slaughter them.
Today is a grim day. All battles are grim. Best you can hope for is to hurt the other side more than they hurt you. Over there stand the Spanish. They make a fine show in the field and are worthy enemies for us. That army represents about half our foe's military might. Not very impressive now, is it? Give them a cheer and put a good fright into them. They will try to cross in force. This we cannot allow. They must fail. We are even matched in numbers, man for man, but that does not tell the whole story. Yet, for all that, we are the stronger within ourselves. We are the greater warriors. We may be able to hide men in the woods nearby. With luck, that would be a surprise for our foes. Many times I have faced this enemy, and many times I have beaten them. Today, when we win, this victory will be yours as much as mine. Now I say, this far and no further. Here we make a stand. You all know my worth and what I have done before. Of the foes who attacked me in the past, few ever got to boast of their success. The seer has been consulted, but his vision is clouded. Today we make our own destiny then. There is no shame in fear. There is only shame in letting fear rule you. Try not to look scared, and you'll find bravery in your heart.
It's awfully lucky that the Spanish waited for us to actually finish the speech, because otherwise they would already be here and we would have missed our chance. But luckily, they're now immediately going to die. Excellent. These guys are going to get javelined to high heaven. I'm amazed they last that long, but they are now dead. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm going to bring these guys over here gradually. Actually, I'm going to tell the dogs. Can the dogs not get over there? Yeah, they can. That's fine. Get the dogs into them. That'll be fine. Get the dogs into the general as well. That'll be grand. Yeah. Get those dogs forward. They're getting slaughtered. Now, the general is obviously a heavy bodyguard. He'll last a little bit longer than the rest. Helps when they throw the javelins over his head, doesn't it? The dog's just running straight past the general right now. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, everyone should be running, actually, because I think we might need to immediately... Oh, no, they're doing the classic thing. They're doing the classic... Oh, the dog's swimming. Oh, yeah, I forgot the dogs like to swim on Rome Total War. Yeah, the people can't swim. That's on Barbarian Invasion, but the dogs... Oh, they took him down. And, yeah, the dogs, they absolutely can swim, which is lovely, lovely news. The game is a little bit... tight on the frames here. It's slightly struggling with it. But I'm just going to get my cavalry at this point to run across. There's like one unit in here is technically still trying to fight. Yeah, some barbarian mercenaries. Give it up, laddie Jim. Give it up. These guys, yeah, there we are. They're already gone. And they did say it was half of their army, so I think this is going to be a brutal, brutal massacre for them. The general's dead, and yeah, our cavalry from the other little forward over there, unfortunately, are going to intercept them. So we're going to mop them all up. There we are. This is why you don't hang around during the speech, lads. Next time, just run straight across, you cocking fools. What's particularly weird about this particular mop-up operation is that the cavalry haven't really been running away. They're just kind of been standing there. It's very bizarre. They're pretty much all gone. The dogs are just crazy little glitch pieces of pixels over here. Absolutely glorious. Yeah, there's just about one or two horses that maybe get away. The dogs just caught those guys, throwing javelins to the last of them. And this has been a bloody massacre. Well, so you did say that you are very, very good at killing these people. You proved that before. Indeed. Indeed, you have proved it once again. Look at that, Flavius Victor. Well, it's hard to deny you that, sir. And Julianus the Cunning is dead. How deeply, deeply sad. He was just laying some watch posts in the last few days of his life. Fortunately, he is only going to be able to place that one in the middle of nowhere. Okay, Mr. Caff, you go and deal with that. That does mean that we have a new faction leader, Gaius the Harsh, who will not last very long, but he got to have the crown, damn it. So I'm sure we'll be happy about that. It does mean we probably need to take a little look at our family tree. Wherever that is. There it is over there. So, where are we now? Factionaire is, Flavius Victor. Does make sense. Local hero. Famous orator. Famous, yes. Famous doesn't necessarily mean good. He certainly went on for a bit. Some of his lines were decent, but it was a long speech. Anyway, either way, yeah, he's a pretty good guy to be our next king. That's reasonable, actually. That's reasonable. No one wants Placus Marcus, even though he is Gaius' son. Fair enough. I don't know that we have any better candidates. It's been a few weeks since I've looked at this game, to be fair, and I've kind of forgotten who's good. So Gundus Milo, yeah, you are kind of second on my list. You're a decent enough, I was going to say young lad, but you're not that young, are you? No. Okay, everyone who's good is literally in this end of the family from Julianus. So, yeah, Flavius Victor, Lucius Scipio, apart from Hypochondriac, a very, very good manager, though. Maybe the better emperor with his brother being the kind of warrior guy, but you know what, they're all pretty good. I'm quite happy with this lot. Time to head into Alexandria then. I've actually sent my mercenaries away. I don't want them to die unnecessarily, and we'll just exterminate, honestly. With Alexandria, you kind of just need as long as you possibly can to try and get some of the happiness under control. So yeah, we'll just get some public health with some sewers. That will work. Now, we're happy enough for the time being. Got a spy over here. We are now at war, by the way, with Egypt. Yeah, this was inevitable, wasn't it? They waited, I think, a turn of me being on their border until they attacked. Utter bunch of tits. Nonetheless, a bit of extra vision. Yeah, a bit of extra sea power isn't to be sniffed at, is it? Okay, there are some more pirates over here. That is not the ship that's supposed to be taking them down, but we're going to continue to do a bit of clearing out the sea. There is plenty more to do over here, so down goes Melkor. Sorry, lad. You're going to be sunk to the deep sea. But we are now starting to shuffle people along. We've got some nice archers coming along this way. These guys are going to, yes, come and help us out with our revenge over in Massilia, because whilst the Spanish were distracting for me, this was a very sad... I mean, it was so close, that siege. That is unbelievable, that siege. But, yeah, alright. As for the Judae who aren't doing anything about the Gauls, they seem to have got very confused. I don't know how you can have this many armies, but apparently they do. They're all kind of old and defunct now at this point. Go and send them against Batavium and take the cocking town, you numpties. One day they might actually manage to do something over there. And that might actually help me go and grab Massilia, which is only supposed to be there for the medium-term plan of dealing with the Judae, but they're not even going to do anything at this rate. Yeah, so we are just going to gather some forces over here at Capua. Those archers included, we're going to send them over in the long run. So yes, we now have Oscar under siege. That's looking good. Ostilica will be under siege next term. That will be Spain gone. The real question is, yes, Egypt. Our newest job that we've been given 100 times before is to blockade Termon, given priority. But we have managed to blockade Ostilica to give us 1,000. That's something, I guess. We got 25 grand, lads. Don't think we care. Cirta's now also plagued. That's less ideal. There's a couple of units there we can't actually retrain, but it's probably fine. As for Egypt, okay, I was going to say, we can totally bat them off here, and they haven't got a ram. They totally have another stack and a half coming. Excellent. No mercs to hire, so yeah, we're going to have to go and deal with them in a moment, actually. Yes. As for the rest of that, I mean, that probably just means they've wandered far enough away from Memphis. Strange behaviour, because now, obviously, I'm just going to go and take Memphis instead. Why wouldn't I just go and do that? Yeah, let's just go and do that. We won't even worry. Oh, the gates are wide open. Yeah, rock on in, lad, rock on in. Exterminate the population. And now, we've also got ourselves the pyramids. And with that, obviously, we can help with the culture differences between the Egyptians and us. I am now Pharaoh, lads. Perfect. Okay, what do we actually want here? I don't know. It looks like we can recruit some fun things. Ooh, canny! Legionary Cav. Legionary Cav onagers. We haven't had onagers yet. Okay, what do we actually need over here? We need some more infantry, actually. Some, like, normal infantry. So let's just go and get things repaired. And maybe in the meantime, we'll get some... Yeah, get a proper pile of 2 very nice Cav, please. That'll be marvellous. Soon enough then the Egyptians would be coming on in. Luckily the reinforcements couldn't quite make it this turn, and they didn't bother to try either. Maybe they knew they couldn't. Anyway, Tutankal Hemwi, this guy who's soon going to be dead, is taking us on. Now he's got 2 Pharaoh's Guard in there. He's got some chariots to cause me chaos. These guys are obviously the proper cavalry version now. Favour of the gods. Likes to train good commander. Pretty basic chap, it should be said. Is this guy killable? He's fairly normal-ish. Priest of Set, no. Nothing of too much note here, actually. Although some very nice retinue. Okay, we definitely don't want you controlled by the AI, sir. We're going to need you. Bit of a basic force, but defending the city, we should be fine. Let's hit on him. This should be an intriguing one. Reinforcements are arriving. They're not too far away, actually. But, we do need to go and take these guys down. A couple rams swinging on in. Nalspim, and unfortunately the ones using it, not the Pharaoh's Guard. They are actually guarding the rams. That's pretty darn sensible, chaps. Okay, well, I am going to send out these javelins anyway, just to kind of cause a little bit of mayhem. Because why ever not? We'll throw in some javelins, and we'll see what we can do to disrupt them. Cavalry will soon be on their way, so yes, let's get all the cavalry. Can you just run, lads? Actually, it's kind of urgent here today. Get your skirmish off, thank you very much. And you can kind of just get yourself in a nice javelin position. That'll be fine, chaps. Anytime you want to organise yourself, that would be great, actually. Time for the javelins to arrive. General looks like he's running out to meet us, actually. That kind of works for me. Let's just get everyone into him, actually. Numidian mercs, you just pull to the side, pull to the side, pull to the side. You Equite, pull to the side. And yeah, we'll just swing on him. Why not? Why ever not? Let's just get on top of him. There's a couple generals here, aren't there? So Yeah, alright. And actually, our general, by the way, seemed to claim that he's won every battle against these guys. Now, it's reasonable to say he hasn't lost against them, but he's never faced them before. This is our first battle. Well, actually, we just took over the other capital, but that wasn't him. That was someone else. So, okay. Bit of a strange one, that, isn't it? He's sort of making up porkies. But, you know, soon enough, he's in a good position. That's the other cavalry general. Can you just skirmish, please? Yeah, just keep your skirmish on. And just get running around this battlefield a little bit. These guys, bit concerned. You probably should be. Do you want to move, guys? I don't mind if you want to move now. We've taken quite a few axemen, apparently. Who's coming after us? Desert Cav. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. And with those guys cleared off, then we can get the surrounding onto the other general. Perfect. And the Libyans are actually surprisingly happy. Get yourself around to that gate, lads. You might actually get to live. I'm surprised they get to live, but they're going to, damn it. He's gone as well. That's the Egyptian general who also needs to be taken out. Now, actually, what I want to do, I reckon we should be able to pull this off, actually. We can probably start to get these mercenaries around the back and they can cause some chaos. Don't think these guys... Oh, they are coming back, actually. That's fine. I'm going to send you two to go deal with him. Mr. General, you need to come over here and join us. There's still more cav who could yet be annoying. So you guys, coming at these desert axemen, you're a little bit wide. I mean, you're going to catch these pikes? No, you got it right. Just about. No, not quite that way, sir. That's the wrong unit. And now you've given up. Excellent. Well, that's what Equites do for you, isn't it? That is what Equites like to do. So, with them gone, that's amusing. They're going to run through the gate, which opens it up. Not particularly ideal, is it? But they seem a bit confused about the whole situation. So, you know what? I'll happily take that. Over here, by the way, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be at this gate. So you go and deal with that. 60% over here. Fine. Looks like they're now coming around to come deal with us. This is looking good. We have a little bit more of a cavalry fracas over here. I don't know if the general's going to survive that. Hopefully he does. But the desert axemen are quite distracted over there. And now spearmen have made it through that particular gate. Chariots are incoming, Thomas. Be aware of that, because they can be quite bad. Yeah, let's get out of the way of these chariots nice and quick. Just run. Just get out of there. We don't want any of those guys in our rear. Okay, they're going to come on into this gap here. That's fine by me. We're just going to activate our javelins. Might as well. We've got Auxilia here. Nothing too spectacular, but they'll do the job. That round they seem to have given up on. That's kind of good news for us, actually. Bring the general over here. Get him on javelin mode as well. That will be excellent. Did they get caught? They got caught. I wasn't paying attention to that for a few seconds. And now they're dead. Well done, lads. You're going to pile through the back of them. That's amusing because some of them are routing as well. Do you want to just wait a moment and then you'll be fine, actually? You know, maybe? No, they don't. Oh, Shiza Manelli, there are the chariots. That's what we were running away from, Thomas. That is what we were running away from. Do you want to get those Libyans inside, actually? That's probably for the best. You guys, throw any javelins you can at those guys. That'll be good. At least we can outrun them. Right, what have we got over here, by the way? Bit of a chunky one, actually. Yes, I thought as much. Okay, just start to get the rest of the bodies in. Start to get the rest of the bodies in. You guys, don't think you're able to throw... What are you doing? What are you doing? They're getting themselves stuck. All right, General, bring yourself back in the city. Those chariots are a menace. And I look away for half a second. They kill us. You've gone... No, sir. That is not where you're supposed to... I mean, it might work as a flank, actually, but it wasn't the flank that I was envisaging. They're actually piling through us here, by the way. They are actually chunking us. There is a rout, for sure. That Auxilia is dead. Auxilia are terrible, of course. But still... yeah, they're causing us problems. That is true. This is the problem with Pharaoh's Guard. They are just too good. We can't actually do anything against them because they're just the best cocking unit around. Throw javelins into them, please. Throw javelins into them. I'm going to let you back out this gate because they want to throw chariots in back there. We're going to cause them some problems that way. The chariots are causing all sorts of problems. I think we've got a mass break now, unfortunately. Sir, I think you're going to have to do some good work back here. Try and do some flanking. But unfortunately, I think they're going to clear us out, actually. It's unfortunate, but those Pharaoh's guard are too good. We can't do it. And now he's gone as well. They're melting like the proverbial. Well, you know what? I'll happily take Alexandria and Memphis for this nonsense of a city. There's really nothing here. Okay, what do we have? A few javelin men. That's gonna do it. Definitely. As ridiculous and potentially ironic as it is, these guys over here might actually be the only way of winning this battle. They are getting caught up by like one chariot at the rear. They just need to actually make it to the Cochin Plaza. A couple of them are going to get themselves killed, but just get to the plaza and technically we can fight. We can fight on the plaza, lads. Right, well, they decided to rout, but at least that means they've actually arrived at the plaza these days. So get yourselves actually onto the plaza, lads. You're now our best infantry. Well, best infantry. You exist as infantry. There's to be a glitchy chariot stuck in this side street with this tree. That's kind of ideal, I guess. If we can break the chariots here, that would be very nice, actually, guys. Yeah, let's try and break them. Don't let them hit this guy. Actually, get some javelins. Yeah, throw in your javelins if you can. Throw in javelins if you can. Stop. Stop. God, we're going to lose. One of our best chances is probably to get these guys running amok, but I just don't see how we're going to pull that off, to be honest. We can do our best to try and just throw in the javelins at them, but we're just going to have to chunk them down this plaza. It's, what, 67 to 63. Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of catching our cavalry out there has not helped, and those Pharaoh's Guard just, we couldn't damage them at all, damn it. That's what happens when you kind of got this kind of terrible little army. When you start facing elite troops, you got to make sure you're ready to face them, and we were not. But we do now have the much more developed cities. It's a pretty darn good trade, all things considered. The rest of them, well, they're broken now, so that's good. It's going to be a while till the spearmen come. These guys are arriving in quite wonky fashion, actually, aren't they? I reckon we have a good chance by charging at them. Let's head on in, sirs. See if we can get the route just on the edge of the plaza here. Get a few early kills in. Okay. They're not in phalanx. Yeah. They're not happy about this, are they? They're not happy about it. Let's just pull back, lads. Make sure you stay on that plaza. You just stay on that plaza. We don't want to get stuck in fights we don't want to be in. Let's keep them moving forward. Unfortunately, the Pharaoh's Guard are arriving. That's not good news. They're steady, though. They're only steady. You throw in any javelins you can now. Any javelins you can. Throw them in. Shaken, very tight. Wavering. Pharaoh's Guard. Yes, we've got a break on the Pharaoh's Guard. We actually might have a chance. That might just be able to do it. Come on. No, they're a bit too front-facing, those pharaohs there. It's a bit like Massilia all over again. They're blocking it with a strong unit, damn it. All of us just need to charge in now from different angles, see if we can trigger something. Wavering and exhausted. Surely, if we're ever going to break these guys, it's going to be now. It's just one of these chunky affairs here at the end. Isn't much more we can do. Just hope for the break. 2 Pharaoh's Guard. I mean, I said at the start, that is what we need to be afraid of, and indeed, they are the reason we're going to lose this, aren't they? They are indeed. They've gained some experience. They are steady. That's not going to be enough. One last go then for this terrible unit to try and defend its city. I guess it's more their city than ours or the Egyptians, so give it a go. But I think at this point it's not going to last. 79% to 71, and really it's just down to these 14 men. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Down the last one goes. They will claim victory, but I'll be honest, I'm very happy with my 2 Egyptian cities. In good news, having plodded over to Thebes, the gate is wide open. So while it is 1 Pharaoh's Guard, I think we're absolutely fine just to swing on in with a few of our old units here. Now, luckily over in Alexandria, we are able to get ourselves some legionary cohorts. Albeit, yeah, we definitely need a blacksmith over here for that kind of thing, don't we? Missing out on that. Catapult range would be nice, mind you. Yeah, we'll probably just do that. That'll be fun. So yes, Thebes is now ours as well, which basically means they've lost everything in the matter of a week of having started this war. So well done, lads. We'll get ourselves a big pile of legionary cohorts, and you'll be doomed. Doomed, I say. So yes, you, sir, can just go and wander over here. Good thing we have a few spies around this part of the world. Keeps things all very much under control. We do need to just keep a very close eye actually on where the rest of them are coming from. So yeah, I probably will just add a couple spies in. It'll be absolutely fine. Time for La Storica to fall, and I thought this would be a simple enough war to resolve, but of course, yes, we just lost about 400 from that chaos. So there we are. Okay, bit of slave holding for us, just to try and keep the population a little bit okay. Some missile weapons, that's fine. I don't think that's particularly useful to us. And yes, indeed, he has gained slave trader. So yeah, I think it will chill out in a minute. It'll be fine. And we are now on the last turn at Oscar. So hopefully, yes, they will just surrender and give up their faction. But I suspect they will, of course, sally forth. Perhaps unsurprisingly, they have indeed decided to sally forth after about 10,000 battles at sea with the Gauls. Don't know how they get so many boats out, to be honest with you. But yes, Luca the Cunning, who's like 70 now? Yeah, 70 years old, this lad. Exceptional ambusher. Well, sadly, sir, you're stuck in the city, aren't you? So yes, we've got to take him down. And two other lads. We've got Anton over here, who doesn't know how many T's should be in his name, for Pete's sake, sir. He's bloody. There's nothing much more to note about him. He's not the general, so let's need not worry about him. And another cunning lad, exceptional ambusher. This must be on the Spanish trait list because it seems to be coming up with all of these guys. Nonetheless, they're going to go down. Just a pile of trash, mostly some cavalry. Right, let's hit on him. Unfortunately, there'll be no intro speech for our good friend Victor because, unfortunately, this is a Sally battle. But it does mean we can send the dogs straight into their cav and immediately cause them to break. Break? Break! There's the break. Excellent. So, yes, we've got a big break at the gateway and we'll just pile on through them now. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. And the dogs are going to get themselves back. Thank you very much. Thing is, maybe we stop shooting at this particular moment in time because, yeah, they're just routing at the gateway, always kind of amusing. With the gateway captured then, we are going to immediately run away, having mostly cleared them all out. This bodyguard is coming after our cav, so better run off. These guys are, though, going to be eaten by dogs, so we need not worry about them anymore. Having captured the plaza, the dogs are going to run away. Unfortunately, they can't get the victory timer set off for us. We lost one of them. But anyway, the rest are going to go and deal with the Roman armoured general. No, that's our stummers. Yes, the Spanish generals who are over here. They're going to come out the main gate. That's really weird, isn't it? They normally go out the sideways. But I think we've forced their hand on this occasion. Finally, they're actually going to bother fighting, for Pete's sake. Out they come, and I think it might just be time for double dog. Actually, just the one dog on you. Second dog on... You know what, actually, let's double dog. You are on skirmish, lads. You are allowed to run away, you know. It's kind of your whole job, actually. Well done. Got yourselves killed for no good darn reason there, haven't you? We've got the javelin cav over on that side just in case. There are some very glitchy looking lads over in the distance there, but the dogs now are going to intercept them. Yeah, the dogs are literally just a buffer now. That is magnificent. You go and deal with those round shield cav. Some of the dogs are running back out of the city to chase them down. That's excellent. I love that. That general's... yeah, just going to be eaten up, really. Who are you? You're one of the bodyguard. Okay, we've got no dogs left for you, but we'll just have to deal with you however we can. That'll be fine. Get these guys to come and deal with them. Yeah, mop up those guys. Oh, they are not going to like that. That's my Hastati as well. Can't retrain those lads at this point. Fine, get yourselves into position to start chunking away. These lads are... yeah, get the Numidians on top of that. You know what? Bring Mr. Victor over here as well. He might as well get a good slam into these bastards. Down he goes. And it was a bit worrying the colour of the general there because he does pretty much have Scipio colours. But hey-ho, looks like victory is ours. And with that, it is victory for Flavius Victor. Who would expect anything else? And with Oscar enslaved, then the Spanish are defeated. I'm sorry, I actually forgot to commentate on that bit there. I didn't realise my mic was off, so now you don't have that little picture. But hey-ho, it's fine. Oscar is gone. The Spanish are dead. And with that, we can probably turn our attention over to Egypt, where, yes, there's quite a few armies around, actually. We might need to repel. I mean, we had one little bit of a battle so far just to keep them at bay. And we're just pumping out legionary cohorts out of these cities. This is why this is a very good trade for us, because Siwa couldn't really do anything for us. But these cities, oh yes, they certainly can. a few more deaths than I probably like with this auto-resolve, but straight into Salamis we go, and I'm just going to occupy actually. It doesn't seem like there's actually anything there whatsoever. We just lost a few archers in that, so we'll probably just leave, yeah, those couple guys. It'll probably be just about fine. Yeah, we'll have a temple to Saturn. Give them a couple things to keep them happy. Bring our spy and assassin along with us, why don't you? And actually, yeah, let's go straight over to Antioch. Sadly, guys, the Harsh is dead. He's died over here at Antioch. We need to bring some new lads over in this direction, actually, don't we? Okay. Well, we'll get the siege underway without him. That's fine. Sadly, though, yeah, that does give us, well, the Senate mission successful. That's fine. We've got to call this Quinquerim. Very nice indeed. We have actually been asked to blockade this, so we might as well go and do just that. And we'll do a bit of scouting while we're here. But of course, yeah, with all their armies piling down here, they seem to be turning back because, yes, now Antioch and most likely Sidon in a turn or two are going to go as well. Isn't that just marvellous? I think they do have us blockaded down here. Hopefully those pirates just go and kick them out. That will be very nice for me. You can see I've got some map information from Pontus, who are looking very strong indeed. But, okay, what are we looking at now? New faction leader, Flavius Victor. 53 years old. He's a famous orator, as we know. He does have some of those lovely retinue. But, yeah, not going to be the longest of reigns, but he's still got a bit of work to do. Maybe go and sleep at the Nabi Martius. Oh, by the way, yes, Massilia. We'll be taking you back. Thank you very much. Because, yeah, you might have noticed, we seem to have brought along a bit of a cocking army here. We've got a big force of Praetorian cohorts. Now, I don't really have the military infrastructure to get any good troops aside from these, but the fact that these come out of huge cities is very nice indeed. So yes, Massilia looking awfully strong actually. So we'll just use, yeah, we'll leave him in charge of the city, but the rest of us, can we stand over here? How happy will this be if he's just on the bridge? I reckon we can get away with this actually. I reckon we probably can. Especially if we say, oh, I've used up my money. I have been queuing up an awful lot of buildings, so that does make some sense to be fair. Okay, yeah, we'll just stand him here on the bridge. That seems like a decent way of making all this work. Very nice. So yes, Antioch under siege. Salamis has fallen. None of these, oh, none of them are under siege. They are under siege, Thomas. When did this happen? Settlement besieged. That will be the message, Thomas, yes. Okay, I think we're okay. We've got a fair few legionaries at this stage. There's no ram yet or any of that. They're all stone walls now. That is good. It's Alexandria that's looking a bit vulnerable as far as I can tell. Lucius Negidius over here, 46. Yeah, bloody butcher with an Egyptian turncoat on hand. He's very nice, but he's doing a lot of work here to keep this together. We actually have just got a new lad over here, Neas Caracalla, heading over to Cyrene because I suspect they're coming for it. I don't know that they are. I haven't really got spies checking in on that kind of nonsense. So maybe this guy can just head there in good time. And, oh yeah, I did send some spies with him actually, didn't I, over from Rhodes and that kind of a direction. So hopefully all that will come together nicely. Next up then is Antioch, where apparently we're going to get a reward for this, an interesting reward. We're going to exterminate it, and we have received Triarii. Interesting. There we go. Some lovely Triarii friends have joined us. Excellent. Now it does seem like the Egyptians are now arriving on the scene. A bit of a shame, but we have now captured a key city. Going to get a large stone wall in here. And to be honest, we do have plenty of, well, we have quite a lot of pikemen. Do a fair few archers as well. It's actually not a bad little setup. We'll get a catapult, always good fun. Repair that up and get some retraining. Not sure what the retraining is, but we'll just give a spattering of things there. Down south, they stopped sieging Thebes to go and siege Memphis instead, which is by far the hardest, I would say, of any of these cities to take. And every turn they don't commit, they just let me train more troops. Same issue over here in Cyrene, where actually if I can hire anyone, can we just get over the border? Oh dear, sir, you're in trouble. Yeah, run to the boat, run to the city, you tit. So yes, they might have to deal with some of these guys before we Pick up any mercs. Okay, there is a force looking this way, but it's not the strongest one of all time. I think we'll be okay. By the way, in terms of our situation, 28 regions controlled. The Senate is now starting to get to that point where it just won't go any higher. The people's pretty close, actually. It's not too shabby. Over in Massilia, yeah, they are... What are you doing? Well, we'll mop those guys up in a moment. That should be easy enough to do, but yes. Okay, clear out him. Very nice. We're just starting to reorganise a few of our lads, basically. So I'll just give you a quick update on all of our friends. This chap over here, Oppius Scipio, he's forgotten what his instructions were. They were going to Cordoba, sir, because it's really struggling. It always does. This chap over here, good old Marcus Porcius, again, got some decent management on him. Put down some watchtowers as he plods along these lovely, lovely routes here. And yeah, just continue to plonk watchtowers. That'll be magnificent. And then head over to Tingy. That will be great. Okay. Ooh, a Harrispex. Okay, that's at least going to benefit him in the long run. Yeah, just send more troops down here. We just need more people just to get over to Cordoba, basically, because it's not been particularly happy. I think it's on daily games right now. It has just grown, so I think we can turn that back down at long last. And yes, good old friend over here, Placus Marcus, is going to work his way around this part of the world. He will get on the boat, but he's going to, of course, lay down some watchtowers as he goes. I think this might be the last bit he can actually get on, so we might have to send him off the boat. He can't quite make it right now, but he's going to go head around towards... Do we even want Lemon Town? I don't know that we do, but anyway, I'm going to move the army over to this part of the world just to make sure the passes are all blocked up. And the game is officially telling me now there is a chance for power. My popularity among the people is unmatched. The plebeians would welcome me as the new saviour of Rome. Should you choose to march on the city, now is the time to deal with the old men of the Senate and the allies that skulk alongside them. Well, I'll be honest, they're not doing anything. They've suddenly pumped out a huge pile of armies, but they haven't done anything with them. Some of the Julii, they've literally only got these settlements here, those three, Carale and Barma, so they're looking pretty terrible. Brutius, Jessica, Salona, Apollonia, I mean, they're not doing any better either. They got 5 each. Pretty darn terrible. Now, okay, if we are now with the opportunity, then that means we want to start thinking about preparing for such an eventuality. Now, the Senate don't hate me yet, so that's good, but what I should try and do is not expand too crazily here. What I want to make sure is I've got my footing in the right place. We're going to make sure we've got our cities ready to pounce, and that's really the best way of the Civil War, because if you kind of get it declared against you, you refuse the faction leader suicide or whatever the options are, then you can get caught out. But yeah, we want to be jumping on things like Croton, which are sitting near empty. The problem we have as the Scipii, it's probably the hardest civil war in some ways, because we've only got the one city here in Italy itself. It does mean you really need to make sure you are ready to either pounce or get extra armies in here. So we're not going to rush with this at all. I don't really want to jump straight into it, but I will, for example, go and grab as many as I can over here in Carthage, which is a good production centre. So I want to start thinking about that and start thinking about exactly when my borders are going to end. Realistically, I mean, the other Romans haven't done anything. We could crush them pretty swiftly, to be honest. But I'm happy for this to continue just a little bit longer. By the way, Dacia have tried at Larissa now, having taken Thessalonica. They are having an excellent game. Look at this. Dacia, they are my friends, so I'm quite happy with that old scenario. By the way, send in a boat with this young man over here, a very talented chap. He's heading over to the Near East, where, nope, they haven't attacked Antioch. We're safe enough for now. And Memphis, are they actually building equipment? They're actually going to go for it. Oh, that'll be good fun. It is indeed time for the inevitable fight at Memphis. Kuneos Philopater wants to head on in. Is he any good? Not really. He's 37 and he has no traits whatsoever. He does have himself a huge pile of Nubian Spirit. One Pharaoh's Guard, we've already seen them be demonic. And there is a bit of Chariot in the background. Could be awkward if they get into the city and just cause some chaos. Rams, ladders, a couple towers, they'll make it into the walls. That's very much true, but they can't chunk us down, surely. We're Roman. Into battle we go then, and oh, I haven't done one of these in far too long. We have ourselves lots and lots of archers on the walls. They're going to do plenty of damage. Obviously, we have our legionnaires as well. Cretians going to be shooting on in. Actually, I should probably be picking who I'm shooting with them, because there somewhere should be some proper spearmen. Nonetheless, I think we'll do a good job of just throwing in javelins to most of them and causing them lots of trouble. These are only stone walls, not large stone walls, so we need not worry about doom ballistas. Just the odd arrows coming in here. Up on the walls then, they are getting chunked down pretty darn quickly. They can't even make it up before they have to flee. It is excellent, excellent news. Yeah. And their skirmishers are now even pulling away. They are not really scratching us at all. No, they're not even making it up onto these walls. The main thing... Oh, we followed that arrow beautifully there. The main thing, I guess, then, are these towers. Only these towers can really stop them now, or can stop us now. Over here is the Pharaoh's Guard, of course. This is the only place where they have any chance of breaking in, but I suspect we've already done the damage. As the Pharaoh Guard come flying onto the wall then, we're going to have to start dealing with them, but they aren't in phalanx, remember, so only little daggers for them. Didn't realise just how weak their secondary weapon was. I have to check what their stats are for that, actually. But it certainly doesn't look very big, and I don't think it's just the angle. No, sorry chaps, they're just a little bit small, aren't they? So the Legionnaires are going to hack them down. We're probably going to take some damage, but it doesn't look like very much is happening, actually. Oh, the game doesn't like that on this particular occasion, does it? I don't know why it's so unhappy, but yeah, the frame rate, not pleased. 61, we've barely lost anything. Oh, that is magnificent. This unit is really not even fighting. Pharaoh's Guard, they are defeated pretty much already. In case anyone's wondering about the guys on the side of the map, I was aware they were there, at least at the beginning anyway. I was fairly confident that the van would burn down. Indeed it has. We need not worry about them either. So yes, they have failed to get into the city. They have plenty of cav left, but they can't do anything about it. So I'm actually going to send these dogs out just to make sure that they are doing something. So we'll just see what these guys want to do. You know what, yeah, we'll just run them out for a moment. And we'll just tell them to go and, chase these guys down. And then they can just charge into some cav. Be interested to see here, yes, if the cavalry want to charge us down as we try and flee back into the city. Unfortunately, yeah, the burnt down ram is blocking our escape. So we're now leaving the gate wide open. What it has done, though, is just pull these guys in to die. It's actually excellent. This works perfectly. Well done, Steve. You're doing a great job. The dogs are pretty much munching their way through the Libyans. Great stuff. They're going to enjoy that lunch. Guys, yeah, this is why I didn't want to use the dogs, because... yeah, the handlers are going to do this. The thing is, if the cav actually want to come in, I'm quite happy for that, because this is what's going to meet them. My guys aren't getting through, let alone, you know, their cavalry. I suspect it's not going to work very well. So yeah, every so often they just keep on trying to get back out. But I think at this point, yeah, they're pretty much going to get themselves killed. We're standing here. This battle won't end because this one man won't get off this little bridge here, and apparently we can't hop up onto the bridge to take him out. That's just brilliant, is it? I think we're all out of missiles too. Actually, no. There's one set of missiles left. Let's bring them up, baby. You can take him down. Annoyingly, because these guys can't get themselves organised, the Bedouins are actually just shooting them through the open gate. It's a bit irritating. All my units are actually getting shot a bit, so I'm just moving them away from the walls at this point, just to make sure everything is fine and dandy. But this gate won't close. It's just staying open. I mean, the Bedouins, unfortunately, aren't being killed by my towers nearly quickly enough. And as for these guys, yeah, those chariots are not coming into the Doom Zone. Annoyingly, the Doom Zone is also a Doom Zone for my own units because they decided not to actually run around them and they got themselves caught up with it. So that's unfortunate. These guys may or may not follow us in. I think they are going to follow us in. Good thing all my infantry are already running to the plaza, isn't it? On the plus side, the towers might at least shoot them down eventually. You can see they are now starting to go. They will at least lose a few if they're going to be stuck in here, but it's a bit of a silly battle at this point. At this point, we can execute that guy. Finally. Maybe they can pull themselves over here as well and just throw into these guys who are just standing around. Might as well throw a javelin in if we have the opportunity. Don't think that was very effective, guys. Try again. Try again. No, no, no. Stay up here, you utter foot. It's the climb all the way down, then all the way back up, doesn't he? Get back up here, you fool. There we go. Yes, I am actually waiting for them to finish the battle, give up, go home, that kind of a thing. I think this unit will need to go down for that to happen because it's still, yeah, technically they still have an infantry unit to go and win this. So that is currently the problem here, unfortunately. But, I don't know, we'll just keep on whittling them down, but it's, I've just got to sit around really. Can't help but notice that my general, having run out, is now going to get himself caught by this general here. So we can at least lead him under the towers for a good old charge. So we'll just get the ram in between us, just to kind of interfere with their charge. I do have some more cavalry arriving at some point soon. That'll be fine. Yes, I think we've somewhat blunted their charge, if nothing else. Little bit of oil, that's nice. They won't like the oil. And now we'll just have to chunk him down. Where are my other cavalry, guys? You're supposed to be helping your general, damn it. It's pretty even, although we are slightly losing. No, we seem to have caught up. There might just be an unlucky kill for them or us at this point. You never know, but the towers are probably ripping them apart here. We've got some side shots coming in as well. Down he goes. There we are. Nothing too unlucky then. He's dead. We've at least killed one of them in this ridiculously long-winded affair. There they are, you useless cretins. They're already dead. They're all dead. It looks like they're finally going to withdraw with that unit of desert cavalry kills. That's good. There's a clear victory. I think it's because the infantry had technically left the battle. It took forever, but it's a pretty darn good victory, all things considered. With Antioch immediately put under siege, the Gauls are also going to have a go at us here at the Narbe Martius, where Flavius Victor, faction leader of course, is going to head on in. And the game doesn't fancy us too much here. Some chosen swordsmen with some dogs. Let's clear those guys out before the reinforcements turn up, because they are trash. If this guy wanted to turn up with those chaps in it, I would be slightly worried. But I'm quite happy to come and slaughter some Gauls.
Today is a good day to die. But better still to live and tell our grandchildren, as yet unborn, of brave Romans who fought well. These Gauls do not need your fear. Cold steel will bring them down, just like any other men. Are you men enough to win this battle? Are you equal to the challenge? If you are, then plunder and loot await. This is the last obstacle in our way before the city walls. Win here, and you can stroll to your prize. We stand on the defensive today. Let them wear themselves out against our battle line. There are a few more of them than there are of us, but so what? Yet, for all that, one of you is worth more than any number of them. Skills, valor, and honor still count for something in war. The woods nearby may give us the chance to spring a surprise or two upon our enemies. Many times I have faced this enemy, and many times I have beaten them. Today, when we win, this victory will be yours as much as mine. The hair has been gutted, and the liver was as clear as day. Portent such as this can only be considered good. So, let your battle cry be, victory! Victory and glory to Rome!
The key to this battle will of course be taking out these strong units before the reinforcements arrive, so straight on into battle. Chosen swordsmen, they do have themselves a bit of a hill here. Unfortunately, we have to do the best with our current situation. They want to give us a bit of a war cry. That is intriguing. In that case, then we'll just get ourselves moving forward. I do, of course, have my cavalry over here just to scare them. There are dogs though, Thomas. Should really be aware of that. Let's just go send down dogs in to go and take them down. That'll be marvellous. I forgot some more war dogs over at the rear. Lovely. Just keep these away enough from those dogs. Really don't want them to be chasing after a cav. We will know on this channel that dogs are incredibly annoying. So in come the dogs. Marvellous stuff. And that should, there we go, that should be what I want to see. So they're now going to come on in. That should blunt them just a little bit. Keep the slings a coming. And this last pack of dogs, yeah, if you want to just charge through, well, again, we'll just use you as a buffer, to be honest. I'm quite happy with that situation. Get these cavalry away. Just make sure that they're not ones being launched out. That's fine by me. Okay, slings, still doing some work. Maybe not enough work, to be honest. No. Right, they're going to pull themselves out of it, but the javelins are going to come in. Oh, look, the slingers actually did their skirmishing for the first time in all of history, and they have routed immediately. Oh, that's what you want to see. Go and mop up those warhounds. They seem to be not released into me. That is just what we want to see. Let's get those cavalry in. That'll be magnificent, much like the speech at the start of this battle. Absolutely glorious. Yeah, dogs are going to come on in, but I don't think we need to worry too much about them. Okay, good. Let's just get these guys running forward into that position. That'll be perfect. You know what, lads, you might as well actually just shoot on in if you get the opportunity. Dogs, no. No, dog boy. No, let the dogs fight, not you. Thank you very much. Alright, I think we've got this first round just about dealt with. Now in come the javelins, and I think that should mostly be that dealt with. Just swordsmen are actually taking on our guys back there. Should probably make sure they're helped out. With the first force pretty much eviscerated, there we go. All is looking good. So I think at this point then, yeah, we can just get ourselves up on this hill here, just in a slightly better position before those reinforcements arrive. In fact, they're arriving a lot quicker than I thought. Okay. Yeah, let's get ourselves organised, lads. We need to get this sorted. It is a forest of barbarians, and it looks like, yeah, these guys are about to run into them. Maybe turn around, just deal with the ones that are left. I don't think we're going to be able to mop them all up. War dogs, go home, damn it. Okay, warband. Oh, they've sent the dogs on us. They've sent the... Oh, they're the peasants. Well, they're basically dogs. Alright, well, they've sent the dog of the peasants along us. Something like that, anyway. You just keep them distracted for a moment. In fact, you might as well pull back now. Yeah, you pull back as well. It seems like we've dealt with some of them. Let's get ourselves back behind the lines, chaps. And it's time to deal with the second force. It is a bit of a weird approach from them here. They're kind of just piling onto one flank and a few on the other side. No one in the middle. Very, very strange indeed, but it's okay. We'll take that situation. Slingers are going to shuffle. You know what, Slingers? Actually, rather you get yourselves over there, actually. Why not? Go and cover that flank over in that direction. Cavalry, anytime you actually want to maybe get out of there, that's probably for the best. We have the Spanish mercs back here as well, by the way, so we'll just utilise them momentarily. This is warband. To be honest, we might as well get pressing forward. But that does mean I'm going to have to shift these guys across over to here. You just pile on in that swordsman, but they're going to turn their backs. We might as well charge on in. So give them a quick pokeroony, and then we're going to pull out of that because, to be honest, I need the infantry moving forward. So Spanish, you start throwing on in. We just need to keep a few eyes on this flank over here, but they do have a few units, actually. So yeah, we'll keep the rest of them over there. Bring the general straight into a unit. Why not? Pile on him. And we'll just send you to shoot up that particular side of the battlefield. Keep you on this part. Oh, general's going to pile into those guys. Okay, that's fine. You can just stay in the fight. You get in over there. Fine. General. Forget that charge. We're going to need you back here, actually. We're going to need you back here because these guys are going to melt like the proverbial cheese. These are winning this battle pretty handily. So yeah, let's just run through these guys. And they're dogs, Thomas. You know what? Dogs can take on swords. Maybe don't take on the swordsman. Maybe get yourselves over there. Okay, we've got some cavalry piling on in now. That's fine. General's just going to come and clear up this support unit. There we go. He's going now. He's got himself a bit stuck there. Luckily we held, thanks to the inspiration of a good old Victor over here. Excellent. The enemy king is dead. That was the king, no less, of course. Excellent stuff. And with that, they're pretty much all running away. Maybe you should shoot those guys or charge them down or do something of the like. I think we've won. Officially a heroic victory, and look at that, 3,000 kills to less than 500 for them. I will take it. Suffice to say that we are doing a fair bit of turn skipping here today, but we are going to head into Siwa to get a little bit of revenge. And this was at the start of the episode, so we might as well... Oof, there's quite a lot of deaths actually. We lost a fair few men. But you know what? We will enslave them. We might as well take the the extra bit of resources. We'll continue to punch these guys in the face. That'll be magnificent. And we'll keep on, yeah, taking them down. I'm not actually too bothered if we lose a fair few units here. Although, we have just left the city completely empty, Thomas. Which isn't necessarily the most sensible thing in the world. Okay, well, the rest of us here are doing well. Well, at this point, we are basically getting ready for the Civil War. Jerusalem under siege. Can we get that one done as well? We can, because we have an onager. Wow, 700 odd guilds. But you know what, we'll just take it. We'll just smash up the Holy Land. Apparently, that was a mission. I did not even realise that. Excellent stuff. This guy, by the way, has just been shipped all the way over from Rome, I think. So he's been on a long trip over here, but he gets to burn down Jerusalem. And, oh yes, get ourselves some lovely new units. A few legionnaires to make up for the ones that we just kind of burnt down. So we'll build a road and some sewers because we're Romans. And that's what the Romans do for you, Jerusalem. Elsewhere, Damascus has fallen. Sidon has fallen. A few chunky odd affairs here with the Egyptians, but nothing we haven't seen before. So we've now got this. It's under control, but we've kind of done what we needed to, really. Slowly bleed them dry. It's a good thing things are very quiet elsewhere in the Empire. Over here in Corinth and Sparta, we're starting to gather our forces. This is indeed the point, because we're going to continue this on the live stream. Live stream on Sunday 3 PM is the plan, and we're going to get kicking off with the Roman Civil War. It looks like the Brutii finally maybe considering doing something. Dacia have taken over Larissa, which is amusing. Apparently, yes, Macedonia are still alive, but yeah, Dacia doing very nicely. They are my allies. Hopefully they will remain as such, but we need to be ready to pounce. So Sparta's just trying to collect up an army over here. We'll send this guy over here as well. That'll be magnificent. You probably need to be retrained. But yes, an mission successful. Ooh, Decade. Okay, so we do have one or two of these guys now, by the way. They are currently sitting over in this part of the world. I don't remember exactly. Basically, they were going to go and deliver another army. Oh, yes, there's one over here. So, yes, gathering more forces over at Lilobaeum. We're going to have to send someone over to Croton. Tarentum is fully set up, isn't it? Which is a bit problematic. Ideally, I want to, nab Italy, the southern bit of Italy. So I'm not going to be attacked from the south. Although Apollonia is still potentially a problem. That is going to be the idea. We're going to send one army from Sparta over to Croton, another army over to Tarentum. We have this army over here as well, which is just gathering its forces. And up in the north, we got the Nabomartius earlier, of course. And with that, yes, Ludunum. That's where our border is going to be. Just hold off the Gauls. They're looking fairly weak. We've got the water blocked off to the north. That'll be fine. And yeah, we're just gathering our forces. Flavius over here, gathering up with one onager. We can get some onagers over in Sparta. We sent some over here. So he's just brought along some of his dogs to help him out. He needs to, to be honest, Mediolanum's just empty. So I'm just going to go and take it, because we might as well just hold the Cocking Bridge here. I assume eventually the Gauls will lose that. Maybe one day. But anyway, this isn't really the plan. The plan is generally just have Massilia and then use this as a bit of a distraction point. But you know what? If we can go take this, we might as well, because God knows my Roman friends are doing absolutely sod all on this game. So there we go. We'll just keep on pushing on, I would say. So yes, it's going to keep on just making sure we fortified some of this border here. This chap's going to come down in this direction, come meet up with good old Flavius Victor, 58 now. He might have a few brutal battles on this bridge. Just want to make sure we've got some troops here. But yeah, basically, people are ready to go. We actually, when we kick off the Civil War, we might as well stand right next to the cities, actually. No point of just hanging around on the coast, but we can actually dump them there the turn before. So that will be amusing. But yes, the Empire's pretty much geared up for war. It's entirely being funded by burning the East, and that's pretty much just run out of its lucrative cities. So my money may not enjoy the sheer amount of boats and Praetorian Guard that I now have, so we have to go burn down some Romans instead. So hopefully will join me for that grand old affair on the live stream, where we yeah, just continue with this, and then we can have ourselves our little guides for the Scipii, because yeah, at the end of the live stream series, of course, we will have those guides for both the campaign and the battlefield. But to really have a proper guide for it, we do need to get ourselves to the Roman Civil War, and we are on the precipice of that now. So Senate floor, yeah, the Senate now are going a bit cold on me, aren't they? So before that all goes wrong, we have 8 out of 10 with the people. We can get this party started. If I do go and click on someone, for example, yes, I can proceed should I so wish. I will leave you for now. I'm Thomas, this is Nerds to Human, and this has been our Scipii short campaign live stream series, which is for this episode only, not a live stream. Thank you, and goodbye. Welcome to Babylon, which is empty. Oh, Steve's dead. Bit of a shit. They seem a bit sad about it all. It's okay, guys. This is what it's about. Oh, they turned their backs. We did actually break them with a charge. Exceptional. How are we doing this? They may take our armies, but they'll never take our spies.